To a new week. Chris Fawkes is here. Hello. What can you tell us about all this hot weather, Chris?
Well, today, last day of the heatwave for most of the UK, Jane. Top temperatures reached 31.2 degrees Celsius in the Highlands of Scotland at Achnagarth. Hot, but not as hot as it was yesterday when Wales, Scotland and Northern Ireland recorded the highest temperature of the year so far. Coming up to the halfway point of the summer, the highest temperature we've had so far this year for England and the UK, 35.8 in Faversham, Kent, 1st of June. How hot's that? Well, if we take a look at this chart, 35.8 is here. And if we look at these last 75 years, you can see it's really unusual to see temperatures above 35 degrees, although it has been getting a little bit more common over recent years, and that is as a result of climate change. Hello. For large parts of the UK, Sunday was the last day of the heatwave. Temperatures in Highlands, Scotland got up to 31.2 degrees Celsius at Achnagarth, which was the hottest place in the country on Sunday. But the heatwave, for many, is coming to an end.
Extreme heat is becoming the new normal in the UK. The Met Office says records for temperatures and rain are being broken more frequently.
And our latest heatwave comes to a close. 35 degrees over the last few days for some, but by tomorrow, nowhere will be higher than around 22. And yes, there is some rain in the forecast. All change on the weather front, but I think some may see it as welcome relief. Yes, our third heatwave of the season so far is coming to a close. Just a little reminder how hot it got. Here's some of the hottest spots from some of the UK. Redditch, just outside 35 degrees on Friday, well above 30 Celsius in a number of other spots. Let's take those same areas, push forward 24 hours to tomorrow. Look at the difference. Some places around 16 degrees cooler. That'll come as a bit of a shock, but these are sort of closer to where we should be for the time of year. Warm out there at the moment. Beautiful start for some. This is the view in Worcestershire just a short while ago. Different sort of day on the way, though, today, as some of you are already realising.
And Matt, that's a glorious picture, but I'm imagining it's not necessarily what today is going to look like.
Not for today and tomorrow, no. Weather changes are with us. This is from the weekend. A hot weekend for many. Very good morning to you. Certainly is. Sally, very good morning. I think maybe when he comes over for the state visit, we'll have to watch for Trump in some of our weather watcher shots. But at the moment, beautiful town of Tenby there in the distance. But look at the dark clouds. Changes in the skies above the UK today after what has been a particularly hot spell quite widely across the country. We are set to see things turn much fresher, though, during the next 24 hours. That fresh air pushing in from the west. Sally, good morning. Weather changes ahead. This was a view in the West Midlands through the weekend. It's here over the last few days. We saw temperatures peak at 35 degrees. It's a very good morning to you there. Take a look at the reservoir here in Derbyshire, looking perilously low. Of course, some people already experiencing hosepipe bans, so every drop of rain will be welcome. And as I said, there is some to come today.
Hi there, Nina. Well, for some of us, a bit of relief out there after the heat and the dry weather that we've seen over the past week or so. These are the top temperatures we got to over the weekend.
Weather with Kate.
Good afternoon. Another relatively hot day for many of us today. This was first thing in central London. There's more cloud around on the whole, but still some spells of sunshine towards northern parts of East Anglia. Norfolk, for example, the cloud was thicker first thing this morning, but some lengthy spells of sunshine have been developing. You can see here in central Bedfordshire. Now this afternoon, we'll see further sunny spells. There's also a chance of one or two isolated showers. Now,
Depends what you mean by good weather, because not everyone is a fan of the heatwave, are they? We've had the warm, dry weather quite widely across the UK, but things are starting to change. Still a bit of sunshine out there for you. So this is the picture in Anglesey. Beautiful afternoon there, but also in Aberystwyth this is. We've also got some shower cloud looming as well. So yeah, a little bit up and down the weather, sunshine and scattered showers, and that's going to be the picture as we head through the next few days too.
The weather is not as hot. A little bit of a respite tomorrow. Let's take a look. Here's the forecast. Hello again. I hope you had a lovely day. We're going to notice a slight change of feel in our weather tomorrow. It's going to be fresher and there's some rain moving through as well. But then from Wednesday through the end of the working week, the temperatures start to recover by day and by night, but not as warm as it has been of late. And then as we head into Wednesday, you can see those temperatures starting to nudge back up again at night time as well. There'll be a mixture of cloud and sunny spells, maybe a shower, although plenty of dry weather through those 3 days, Wednesday to Friday. And then the weekend, one to watch. That's the weather. Here's the pollen. The respite in the weather is matched by a little respite in the pollen as well. Moderate to low levels over the next few days as the temperatures just come down a bit and some of that rain washes out the air. That's it from us all here at Wisley. Have a super evening. Cheerio.
Well, things are cooling down, Clive. Today was a cooler day for most of us, but not quite for all of us. Actually, parts of eastern England with some sunshine had a warmer day than they did yesterday. Temperatures on the North Norfolk coast, for example, getting up to around 26 degrees. And there were parts of West Yorkshire that had their 6th day of a heat wave. These temperatures, technically speaking, above the heat wave threshold for that part of the UK.
Get the latest on the weather, which has cooled down a touch, but it's still pretty warm out there. Here's Kate.
Good evening. The temperature has dropped today, so we're no longer in heatwave conditions. We reached 25 Celsius in parts of London. Now, we've had more cloud around, but some decent breaks in the cloud, some bright, some sunny spells, some of those quite lengthy through the afternoon. It has been a pretty breezy day, though, that southwesterly wind, and we're going to hang on to that into this evening.
And it's very much a case of back to business as usual on the weather front, with the 3rd heat wave of the month finally beginning to cool down, but for how long?
Ruth is at Cardiff Castle for us tonight. Ruth.
Mary, Cardiff Castle glowing in some late evening sunshine here at the moment. But it was a very different story across many parts of the UK earlier today. We woke to strong winds and heavy rain. Now then, good news, I'm sure, to see that rain for gardeners, farmers and growers. But not everyone was happy to see it. Venues like Cardiff Castle have been basking in the glow of the long hot spell. The hot ticket in town seems to be outdoor concerts, venues like this making the most of it. Yesterday, Rag and Bone Man was here. Today it feels a bit eerie. It's like the calm after the chaos, if you like. The stage is now set for UB40 this coming weekend and Sir Tom Jones in a couple of weeks' time. Doesn't get more Welsh than that, does it? But if you have a hot ticket to a concert over the next few days, will it be bucket hats to keep the sun off or beanie hats to keep your head warm? Because the forecast is changeable and in a short space of time. Saturday is when the latest heat wave peaked across the UK, and actually the first time since July 2022 that all 4 nations had temperatures of over 30 degrees. That, as I said, is now changing. It feels fresher here already. And if we play the sequence through, you can see why. High pressure nudged out by low pressure. So yes, it is changeable, but the signs are that temperatures by the end of this week will feel just a little bit warmer. Not quite a heat wave anytime soon.